Well, I just finished my afternoon practice. Well, night practice? I don't know, 6:30. 6:30 to around like now. What time is now? Okay, it's 8:30. So I practiced for like 2 hours. Not as hot as this as like when it's the summer yet, but it's hot enough. And it's really humid. During practice today, I was like really dizzy. I felt like I couldn't move. It's gonna take a little bit for my body to adapt to the heat and the humidity. I don't know, if I can't get used to this heat, I might not be able to practice that well. Because even though I'm super tired, I'm not actually practicing as hard as I could be, just because, being tired doesn't mean improvement. It's more like about the repetitions and doing it right. And when it's this hot, it's kind of tough. But overall, I think it was a pretty good practice. It is what it is. I better get used to it. When summer comes around, oh man, it's gonna suck. I need to go get a phone card somehow, but I don't know if I have time right now because I have to go to afternoon practice at 2:30. But I do need to get one eventually because I kind of need my data for a G. So I decided I'm probably gonna try to walk over to get a phone card. It's gonna take like 10 minutes to walk there if I remember how to get there. I don't remember where I'm walking, so I'm kind of just ad-libbing this whole thing. We'll see. That's another curious thing I noticed is they trim their branches on these trees. Not sure why. Okay, so back there I just took a right, but I don't remember if I was to take a right or a left there. I walked like for 10 minutes and I have not gotten there, then that means I should have taken a left. Okay, today we're gonna try again. Try to find that phone card. So I got really lost yesterday. So today I'm gonna try again. And instead I'm just gonna go straight, take a right, and then keep going straight until I get to the end. I think I'm gonna find it today. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Because it's way too hot, I got a bottle of Fanta. Or what they call here, Finda. Well, this intersection I was talking about yesterday, so I can take a left here, which I'm pretty sure is wrong. So instead, I'm gonna take a right, which is what I took yesterday. I'm gonna take a right here, and then I'm gonna keep going straight until I either get there or I don't get there. Okay, so this was the bridge that I was looking for. So once I find this bridge, I know that I went the right way. Because once you get over this bridge, then you're basically there already. And then I just have to find the store that sells SIM cards. Like I went to one of those small phone shops and asked for the SIM card, and they have it, but you need to have like a Chinese ID to get it. So now I'm gonna go over to the China Mobile, like one of their shops, to see if I can get a SIM card there. Okay, so here we are, China Mobile. Okay, so I successfully got a phone card. Future Nathan here to recount what happened at the phone store. It wasn't as easy as I made it seem. So I walked into the China Mobile store and I walk in and I ask one of the employees like, hey, can I get a phone card? They're like, okay, so where's your Chinese ID? And in my mind, I'm thinking like, crap, for real? So then I'm like, I don't have an ID, I have a passport though. And at first they're like, okay, that works too, it's an ID. And then after the person talked to someone else, then she's like, oh wait, sorry, we can't do that. But no, I did not give up. God damn it. What am I saying? I was like, okay, so what do I do then if I don't have a Chinese ID? I only have a passport and I kind of need a phone card. So then she says I could use a friend's ID. I didn't come with a friend. I can use my parents' ID. They don't have a Chinese ID. Or I could use like a girlfriend's ID. I told them I don't have a girlfriend. God damn. People making assumptions. And she was like, oh, you don't have a girlfriend? No, I'm kidding. No, Anyway, let's ignore that. So I showed them my US passport, and I guess they're kind of surprised that I was a US citizen. I don't know why. I mean, I clearly look like an American. Eventually, she tells me to go talk to this other person at the counter. No, it's kind of strange because everyone in this shop was female. I guess they're just hiring females, but is that even legal to not hire guys? I don't know. Anyway, so I go talk to this person. At first, she's also like, no, we need a Chinese ID. Eventually, she says, okay, yeah, we can do it with like a US passport. So I was like, okay, great. So she hands me a number, like one of those ticket printouts. And then basically I have to wait for them to call my number, and I'll go to that. It's like a counter. Eventually they call my number. I go up, and they look at my passport. The person at the counter asked me to pick out a number, so I'm like, okay, whatever is fine. So I just pick out a random number. They're doing stuff, and then they say that number's taken. I'm like, wait, how's that even possible? You gave me a list of available numbers. So she's like, okay, pick another one. So I was like, okay, I'll pick another one, and then that one was also taken. Eventually, she shows me another list of more available phone numbers, and I'm just like, okay, just pick whatever one you want. So I just pointed a random one on the screen. I don't even look at the number. That one goes through, so that's cool. Next, they need to take a photo of me with my ID next to my face. So what they have on the table is kind of like a camera that like comes up like this, and like it films down on the table. So they kind of like try to like mess around with it, try to get it to be upright and facing me, and they finally get that right. And they ask me to hold my passport up. Okay, so like if this is my passport, right, and like, you know, fold like this, I open it up, and they're like, put it somewhere here. They're trying to figure out where I should put it, because like if I go like this, it's like too low for the camera. So I'm like doing like kind of like this, and like trying to put it somewhere. Eventually they finally get it right. I get my SIM card, right? Well, wrong, because last time when I got a SIM card, apparently even though I paid in cash, they don't just cancel it when your cash runs out. They just accumulate the fees. So they're like, okay, based on this passport that you used last time to get your phone card, you still have fees. It wasn't a whole lot. It was like 30 renminbi, so it's like, I don't know, $5 US or something. But still, I mean, like, what the heck, guys? Like, when my money runs out, just cancel the damn phone card. So after I finally pay these fees, and then I also paid the fee for the new phone card, I finally got my SIM card. But it was just a lot more trouble than I expected. So back to past Nathan. Ready? So I have to get back now. I haven't even eaten lunch yet because I didn't expect it to take so long. I was kind of expecting to just get into the store, they'd like give me a number and then it'd all be done. But then instead it took like an hour. So I'm probably gonna go back, find something quick to eat, and then I have to get to practice. Hopefully today when I practice I won't get so dizzy. I feel like I'm gonna faint. I'm like super dizzy. And just standing there I'm dizzy. And if it's so hot I think I drink too much water or something. I don't know, because I feel like throwing up. And here's our featured meal of the day. I actually ate this kind of noodle in one of my previous vlogs when I first came to Tongxiang. This is the kind of noodle that was recommended to me when I first came here. And if you come here, you can find a lot of these noodle shops all over the place, all selling this kind of noodle. This video is going to be played on loop because I did not record enough. So you'll see the same loop of the noodles over and over again. These noodles are called mian, or I think they can also be called mian. I'm not sure. And they come with soup, or you can have them without soup, which would be like 炒面. More specifically, the noodles that I'm eating today is called 牛肉面. Basically, it's just noodle in beef broth with some pieces of beef. So as you can see, these are some really thin noodles. I think I actually like these noodles more as stir-fried. The beef though is pretty good. This beef is relatively easy to chew, and I think it tastes pretty good. The price is pretty good. I think it's like, what, 12 renminbi? It's like around $2. And as you can see, there are a lot of different variations. You can have them in soup, you can have them stir-fried. You can have them with like beef, pork, you know, whatever meat you want. Make sure that you buy like a beverage or something to go with it because the noodles are really sticky and they clump together. I don't know. I don't really like that aspect of it, but the taste is still pretty good. I think if you ever come to Tongxiang, this is one of the things that you want to try. It's my